tapping, keep tapping. Bobo is in the line. I went to fresh. And now what's the life me? Once a while, you know, I tell you, only fresh is there. Keep tapping fast, Matty. Always in one leg. Voilà, elle est always. Et j'ai l'autre chose là. 8 days, 8 days, 9 days. Again 9 days. You are the job. Parole ni. Et j'ai l'autre fresh, l'autre show. Any 9 days. Any 9 days.
Justice for Imole, and indeed, Mohbad is light. Just like we have been screaming, we need justice. Finally, the body of Mohbad has been exhumed this afternoon. And what I overheard people from this particular video, that there is blood inside the casket. And they are now screaming that the boy is alive. Then on the social media, these are the reaction of people who also watched this particular video alongside with me. Somebody is now saying that they buried him alive. He was still alive because they inject him. In Papa carry and go bury. His father failed him. Sakuti said, you say that him, Papa, them supposed arrest him too. Brave boy Wipey said they actually buried him alive.
Let's just calm down, you know, as long as they're going to do the autopsy and everything, they've made some arrests, you know, like the nurse has been arrested, that I know, you know, that's the only information I can give you right now. And but they've arrested some people, they are asking some people to turn themselves in.
Series of heartbreaking emojis here and there. I am not going to say if this guy was basically buried alive, but I am only angry because he was buried so quick. And just like the video that was circulating online by the heads of the landlord, that why this guy died on Monday afternoon, or was it Tuesday afternoon, that the father decided to bury Mohbad in the midnight. Why would you bury somebody in the midnight? Why now? Who is going to help you dig the grave? It's as if it's all planned out. And when the head landlord decided that he would not permit such to happen, he now took the body to the mortuary by 2 a.m. Then as early as 8 a.m., the father of Mohbad has already ran back to the mortuary and demanded for the body of his son Mohbad. And that was how they started digging the grave, and that was how they buried this guy. And while everybody was still screaming that we need autopsy, that they have no business burying this guy so quick, that none of his friends were able to just attend his burial. The next thing, you know, they have to go and seal this grave like a sockaway pit until everybody started screaming justice for Mohbad. Now they have exhumed the corpse. These are still the reaction of people. Someone is now saying, which kind grave be this gang? Which one be fresh and blood again? And I am Britta Patrick said, and I quote, please someone explain to me what are they saying. Of course they are speaking Yoruba, and from the interpretation that I got, that there is blood in the grave. And someone also said, could it be simply because they said that the intestine of Mohbad was removed before he was buried? Maybe it has to do with, no, it is not what it is. This guy has been buried for over 7 days. Why is the casket still fresh?
No, we're Jenna, 9 days. No, can't pay the gun, 2 hours gone, show money.
This guy was killed because there's not supposed to be blood here.
Yes, now.
He was killed.
Fresh blood.
Blood this side.
He never even smell. If you see dead body, you go smell past this one. Oh, get. Oh, kukongo. Oh, man, anybody bomuna.
Why is still the blood in the casket still fresh? And if you look at the place where they are pointing at that particular blood, it might seem as though it is where the head is located. Remember that the head was bended while they were trying to just cover him, or rather before they lay him in the casket, and they now cover the casket because the casket was too small for the body of Mohbad. Some people are now saying that in Yoruba land, that before you exhume any corpse, that they're certainly going to do 1 or 2 sacrifices. Maybe that is the cause of the blood. Then did they now do the sacrifice inside the casket before the body was removed? Because the blood is beneath the body in the casket. That means, how did the blood now extended itself under the body in the casket? These are many questions everybody is just asking, but I'm just so glad that finally the body has been exhumed, and I am trusting for a very upright and sincere autopsy. While people are still reacting on social media, as Krista Spaku said, it's so obvious that this dude was buried alive, and that's the reason for the blood. It's a sign of struggling, because why on earth would they bury him that fast? Why? Please, can someone interpret what they are saying? Please let know what happened. If there's supposed to be blood like that, there is so much to this. And Thames Scamp said, can autopsy detect what time he died? I beg, make them help us confirm when he died. Please, if you are a pathologist watching this particular video, please help me. Don't send me to Google. I know I can just find the right answers on Google and also maybe watch 1 or 2 videos on YouTube, but it can just help us to just explain better. After all, you're practicing your profession, right? Tell us if autopsy can detect the exact time and hour or the day the Mohbad died, so that we can help us solve this blood that we are seeing in his casket. And someone is also screaming they buried him alive. They should give him a befitting burial, because he is now a star. He has been a star from birth. He is a star he will always be. Oh boy, people did this word. So that boy blood was still fresh before they buried him. What a crazy word. I am so broken, God. I beg, after autopsy, before they bury him again, make them put cord class for his right hand and bonbon for the left hand, and call his spirit to fall anybody involved in his death, and make them give him befitting burial in VIP cemetery. There Plenty dropped his concerned comment. First thing to check should be his neck. If his neck didn't break, that means they buried him alive, for God's sake. And Otombong said, please, Mohbad should be given a befitting burial. That Iyabujo has already said during one of his Instagram live, that he has already asked the mother, but the mother now said that she's going to still seek the father's permission, that definitely they are going to give Mohbad a befitting burial, just like everybody is requesting that he should be buried in one of the VIPs in the Ikoyi cemetery. All of that will happen after the autopsy has been taken. And someone said, if person die, body must stiff, but how come they fit bend him neck for inside that casket? Obviously he get unconscious when he was buried. Make them hold him, papa, because I know see why he rush bury in Pekin. Not just Pekin celebrity, not just a random person. Dark world. Comments are just trooping in here and there. Everybody showing their concern, because Mohbad death affected every single person. The body has been taken for autopsy, just like I said, and we are hoping for the result and every other thing that will just happen. And just like everybody's just wishing that the story of John chapter 11 should just repeat itself, because I am saying it. If Jesus can just come after Lazarus was buried 4 days, did you know what it means to just be in the grave for 4 good days? And Jesus did not even do much. It was like just Lazarus come forth. And nobody dug the grave, and Lazarus by himself scattered the grave and came forth.
They said they've started their investigation. We are still going to go and see them, and sit down with them, and they're going to tell us exactly what they are doing. Information reaching me is that they've arrested, do you understand, some of the people involved. Yeah. E.g. the nurse that gave him the injection. They said she's been arrested or she's under interrogation. So, well, when we see them, we'll get to know more, and then I'll be able to get back, to the public on whatever it is that they have said to me. So hopefully, I believe they're not going to fail that boy, because but we're not backing down, and that's on the period. I have coconut said I'm not backing down.
But if it is going to just be like the story of Jesus, because it basically took the death of Jesus for us to have salvation, maybe it might just take the death of Mohbad for all the secrecy that has been happening in the music industry to be exposed. Let's see how it plays. Just like I will always say, whether it's good or bad, we just have to give praise and appreciate God. If God wants it to happen, just like all of us have been craving, praying and believing, let it happen. But at the end, we will certainly give God the whole glory. I am just patiently waiting for justice. And this is the reaction of people while Mohbad's body is being taken away from Ikorodu, where he was buried.
He's already coming. Mona, text. Ah. They're already bringing it out. See him. They're already going. He's the one going. He's already going. He's already going. He's already text.
More updates is certainly going to come. I know for now that they're certainly going to cease the protest because almost all the cities and all the states in Nigeria and also in diaspora are holding a candlelight procession. I heard today is going to hold in Owerri and also in Lagos. I heard tomorrow is going to be in the capital of Nigeria, Abuja. Please, if you are residing in any of the cities and if you can, just pay your last respect to Mohbad and also plead for justice for Imole. And trust my channel to always give you guys update that has to do with every story surrounding the mystery death of Imole Mohbad. And if also this is the first time ever you coming across my channel, do not leave without publicly promoting and publicizing my channel by simply clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel. Also do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button, and pray for Imole's soul in the comment section. Wish him to just come back alive, wish him a befitting burial, and wish him a justice in the comment section. And see you guys soon in another update.